Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to Moscow Center. Yes, I'm right in the middle of Moscow. Now, I wanted to take you on a walk of the shopping center, which is right below me. This is called the Okhotny Ryad shopping center. Now, this is the closest shopping center to Red Sqaure, the Kremlin, Alexander Garden, and it's literally underground. It's 2 levels or 3 levels underground. And it's right here. Now, I also want to show you why, I've not walked in the shopping center yet, why it might be a little bit quiet inside. Now, I suspect the flower festival going on right behind me might be one reason. Also, beautiful, sunny, blue sky day here in Moscow. So, there's a lot of excuses not to go shopping. So, let's just have a little bit of a walk around here for a few minutes before we head on inside and check out Okhotny Ryad shopping center. So it's currently Sunday evening, 7:45 p.m. on the 24th of July, 2022. So just in case people are wondering when I'm recording this, 7:45 at night. Now, there is SberBank Street off in the distance. This first building is the State Duma, which is where all the big decisions are made. Here is probably one of the most fanciest hotels right in Moscow Center here, the Four Seasons. And then you're going to see this big flower festival right here. Now, this is absolutely selfie heaven. I've actually did walk through this before I come up to this upper level here. There's some steps right here. And I feel like I'm in the way of every lady taking selfies and photos of themselves with all the flowers. Here is the State Historical Museum. Have a look at it with the sun setting behind us. It's just beautiful. Blue skies. Then here we see the Kremlin right here, or one of the walls of the Kremlin. You can see the different towers, and then just off ahead there is the walk that leads you up to Red Sqaure. And then off to the right is Alexander Garden, where the internal flame is. And then this area here where we are right now is called Square. And look at all the flowers. There is thousands of flowers and plants that have been laid out here. And there's different locations all over Moscow and Moscow Center. But just have a look at the amount of people. 7:45 at night. So yeah, this is going to give us a good idea about the shopping center. Now, I've intentionally decided to come to the shopping center on a Sunday evening or late evening. But just have a look at the amount of people. I wonder why there's probably nobody in the shopping center. I haven't walked in yet, but we'll find out. Now, this is Okhotny Ryad here. Now, we're kind of looking back into the sun here. It's actually built entirely underground. And there's a kind of a winter garden up on top with these glass domes, which give they're kind of skylights into the shopping center. So it's a really kind of pretty cool location. But the entrance is just ahead of us, right there where the steps are leading downstairs. So we'll head on in and check it out. So this is the entrance to Okhotny Ryad Shopping Center, which is where we're going to head on down. I'm going to slowly walk down the steps here. Now, if you're ever here in December, January, when the snow is here, these steps are chaotic to try to walk down. You need your good shoes on, but have a look again at the State Historical Museum. And then just here is Okhotny Ryad. This is also a metro station as well, so it's kind of got plenty of ways to get in and out of this place. Now, just passing through security here, and then the first thing you're kind of confronted with is this kind of big kind of domed entranceway and escalators kind of going down to -2, -1. And then this is I guess you would call it the street level. But there is plenty of people in here. It's not a quiet shopping center. Now, this is literally the closest possible place to Red Sqaure. So this is Red Sqaure, which is one of the multi-brand perfume shops. Now, this is kind of a great example of how you avoid the sanctions in Russia. So all the Chanel stores are closed in Moscow and all over Russia. But literally, what's the first stand you see at the entrance? A Chanel stand. So you can get any Chanel product you like right as you walk in the first part of the perfume shop. It's actually a huge perfume store, by the way. Perfume, cosmetics, skincare, but any brand you need. There's even Dior just off on the right there. Now walking on a little bit further here, it doesn't kind of look as busy as I was kind of thinking it might be, especially for Sunday late afternoon. There's definitely people walking around. There's even somebody with a bag there. People keep telling me no one's got shopping bags in their hand, but there is people in the stores. There are people shopping. It's kind of interesting. I just walked past this little part on the corner here. Tenzin is a ladies' underwear store. And it's like all the guys are waiting outside while all their wives and girlfriends are inside. It's always interesting. But there is going to be a few closed stores here, closed. So we will notice that. A couple of different phone retailers here. This is Megaphone. And then Tele2. I've actually got MTC. I've kind of got the other one of the brands, not these two. Etam Paris. So again, we've got this sort of downstairs kind of area which we'll get to as well. Calliope. There's a few people shopping. Big specials going on. And then this is Mango over here, which has been closed for quite a while now, but looks like maybe they may be reopening at some point. They've changed one of the signages there from English to Russian, so there's a possibility it might be under new ownership. A few jewelry stores. And there's this bigger kind of, I'm going to call it an atrium area here. It's actually really large. And they've got all these smaller little shops that wrap around it. They kind of like kiosks. But we'll see L'Occitane just off on the distance there. The orange sort of signed store there. And the Street Beat. Yeah, these are all kind of little kiosks at jewelry stores. And then, what do we see? Starbucks is not here anymore. Again, you know, it's not a great loss for Russia that Starbucks has gone. There's so many coffee shops in Russia. And one sort of missing here is not really a big deal. I mean, there's so many. Literally, we can find on every corner a coffee shop. So Starbucks is not really a big loss. Now, here's another way to get around sanctions in Russia. So this is Street Beat, which we've actually seen a few of these around different shopping centers. But my whole point of this is where all of these stores have closed in Russia. So the Nike store, Adidas, Puma, Reebok, all of these are gone. Have a look. Right on the shelves. Adidas right there. Puma. Every brand you possibly need. Nike. And these guys are going to be a little bit wanting to get out of the camera, so that's all right. Have a look at all the is this Converse? Converse right there. Adidas. New Balance, Nike, everything is right here. So we can get around sanctions nice and easily in Russia if we need to. Just come into one of these multi-brand stores and find every brand you like. Now we will eventually get down to see the food court in a little bit, but there is actually a KFC here on this upstairs level. And it's a big KFC. And it's got a good crowd of people right here. Now, another reason people come here is for the free toilets, because there's not too many toilets right around Red Sqaure, so have a look at the line for the ladies' toilets. But that's not really the video, but just hold on to your dizzy pills while I spin around here. But this was McDonald's, but now it's Vkuzna i Tochka, which means tasty, period. But there's the meal you can get right there at Vkuzna i Tochka. And let's go check it out and see how busy it is in the ex-McDonald's. Actually, it looks just as busy, probably almost the same as normal, but a little bit different packaging. But again, it's just as busy as I've ever been in this place before. I've been here a few times. I don't really like coming to this one because it can get too busy and you're kind of waiting for too long, but you can see all the self-serve checkouts just off in the distance, and everybody happy and having something to eat now. This is probably one of the most famous locations of McDonald's in Russia. because this is always the one that they show in the news clips, because it's literally out the window we can see Red Sqaure, so it's pretty much the most famous location for what was a McDonald's, but now Kuchka I Tochka. So let's keep walking along, shall we? So just walking a little bit further along here, there is Massimo Dutti that's closed, but I'm not sure if they're planning to reopen or not. But again, here's all the men waiting for their wives and girlfriends in the clothing store here on the left-hand side. Looks like there's a bit of a frenzy of shopping going on in there. There's definitely plenty of ladies, but all the men sitting out the front. So yeah, this is another one of the multi-brand perfume shops here on the left. So again, all the different brands of perfume, cosmetics that you ever possibly need in one shop. It's kind of the easy way to do shopping for your perfumes in Russia is coming to one of these kind of stores, and you don't have to go to the individual brand stores. So yeah, there's some kind of good price stuff at the front here, and then all the brands are kind of off towards the back of the store. So yeah, there's quite a lot more people around down here on this lower level. It's kind of a bit weird when you come into shopping centers, because I'd count this as kind of the underground level, but this is kind of the first floor. I don't know how they kind of come up with this concept. Love Republic, Terra Nova. So yeah, plenty of shops open. Only a couple closed so far, so not too bad. And then walking on a little bit further, we kind of walked around this upstairs area just before, but leads down to a nice coffee shop down there and cafe. And then they're even sort of promoting Burger King there, which is on the -3 level. And this is one of those domed roofs that we saw from outside. You can see there, they kind of act as a skylight in summertime now. But yeah, plenty of shops here. There's Guess there. The Vans shoe store is closed, but as we saw, we can go into one of the other shops to get those shoes if we need them. And as we look back at this big kind of atrium here, you can see again more of these smaller little kiosk style stores. They've got all sorts of different things down here. There's lots of souvenirs as well. Sunglasses, jewelry, plush toys, Matrushka dolls, check that out. And this really nice water fountain right in the middle here. And you can see the different levels of the shopping center. There is an elevator there as well if we want to take one. And as we walk on a little bit further again, it just keeps on going this. Again, because it's underground, they can kind of build them as big as they like, you know. So a little bit quieter down this end once we get away from that main entrance. There's another store closed here on the right-hand side, but plenty of shops open. Lots of specials going on. We will actually go down to the food court and check that out. So walking through the food court here, I've actually been here so many times, I can't remember, but a few different kind of sushi places, dim sum, and then of course Burger King, or if you're in Australia, Hungry Jack's, Здравствуйте. So local food light, I'm not sure what they're serving, but now one thing I will let you know here, this place doesn't feel quite as full as normal. Здравствуйте. Normally there is a lot more people here, but being that it's Sunday evening and it's beautiful weather outside, and you know, there's not really a big excuse to come and eat in here. There's a lot of cafes on the streets around Moscow center. Summertime now, they all have outdoor seating, but yeah, it's normally a little bit busier than this when I come. Maybe I'm coming more at kind of lunchtime or dinner time. It's a little bit later in the evening, but all the usual things in here, nothing too out of the ordinary. Salatico, if you want a salad, pasta. And there's another Vietnamese cafe over there. And then Teramok, Kroska Katochka, all the usual Russian fast food places, and KFC's off in the distance. So walking on a little bit further here, it's a little bit quieter. There's a couple of different stores that are closed. They kind of put nice pictures up once they close here, rather than leaving the store there with all the signage. So a little bit echoey down this end of the shopping centre as well. But Tony Pierotti, I guess Italian kind of travel and bags and purses. Armea concept store designed by Korea. That's kind of interesting. Korean clothing store. And there's a Cinnabon down here. Yes, not all is lost. There's still American fast food, or it's more of a cafe is Cinnabon, isn't it? There used to be a nice supermarket down the end here on the right-hand side, and for the life of me, I don't know why they ever closed, because it would be one of the only supermarkets in all of the center of Moscow. So I don't know why. I guess they just didn't get enough traffic. I guess that was probably the reason. But here we are. You can see now it's spread out a little bit more and a bit quieter. And then walking along this lower floor here, it's definitely more noticeable, some of the closed stores here. There's another one here where the signage has been removed completely. Here's another cosmetics store. If there wasn't enough already that we've seen, there's another one. And as we swing around here, Stradivarius is closed. This is Be Free here, which is definitely open. Big sale going on. Seems to be the thing at the moment, the summer sales as you walk around the shopping centres, 50 and 70% off, but this is seasonally everywhere in the world, right? So I don't really see anything sort of different about it, but here's the Uniqlo, which is unfortunately not here either. This was a big store as well, and they've kind of completely put boarding up now and definitely made sure you can't sort of see inside the store. They've still got one kind of glass display out the front, which they can't avoid, I guess. But yeah, the Uniqlo is not glowing anymore. And then just a little bit further along here, there's a few kind of shops open in a row here. So there's a sunglasses store, another Russian streetwear brand. I'm not too sure who is Baff Norton. I guess she's kind of famous somewhere, but it's not too bad. But then we'll see then the Uniqlo on the right hand side as we look back up from where we've just walked. Then walking a little bit further along, we see that Collins is here. These guys have got a bit of a sale going on, but it's kind of a spend so much and get a discount kind of sale, but not too many people in there. Collins, somebody mentioned to me that it's a Turkish brand, so I actually thought it was Russian, but it's Turkish. And here is In City. These have got a sale as well, 50 off. So sales always draw everyone into the shops, I think, right? I think that's kind of a given. Put a sale sign up and we're flocking in there. And then just coming back up to the other level here. So I've done the complete lap of the shopping center. Calvin Klein is right there. The New Balance. So there's a couple of different brands that kind of keep saying they're leaving, but they've not left. And then Zara, unfortunately, is closed right here as well. Was a big store as well, and unfortunately, the lights are off. Okay, everybody, so we've come to the end of our walk around of Okhotny Ryad shopping center. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the walk around. Now, I did my best to try to come on the weekend, especially Sunday today. It's probably a little bit later than I wanted to be here. There's a ton of people out and about walking. There's not as many people in the shopping center though, which I was kind of thinking it might be busier so that I can show you a busy shopping center. Now, just keep in mind again that there is probably somewhere between 20 and 30 shopping centers within the Moscow region. So, you know, where people live will be typically where they shop at their shopping center. Not necessarily people will cross the whole city to go to a different one. So if you can see behind me, you can see St. Basil's Cathedral, I think. I've purposely tried to get it right in my back shoulder here. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of the video. Thanks everybody for being a supporter of the channel. If you're a subscriber, if you're not, click subscribe. And I'm going to go off on another adventure. Actually, I'm going to head on home now because it's been a bit of a long day. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.